Yes, I'm chopping wood, even though I don't need it, because my base actually doesn't even fit in this place here. But hey, my 3-year-old helped me set up this replay, so I decided to just go with it. Welcome back with Yeti Plays here on the Infinite Realm, where we are going to meet up with quite a lot of people today. So, I have a letter for you, but... Well, first of all, I want to try something. So if you put this hat on,
whoa,
what happens if you put it on?
So where shall I put you? You're difficult, very difficult.
Is it talking to you?
this is freaky. It's talking to me.
Okay, so it was talking to Yeti, and it's talking to you. If you would have been tasked to bring magic back to this place, how would you do it?
Now, when I say close your eyes, you gotta actually close your eyes, okay?
Alright, close my eyes.
Close them. 3, 2, 1. Turn around and open them.
It's like magic. So,
Now I'm over here.
now you're over there.
That's all the magic I got.
That's all the magic that you know.
I mean, you know, we got some magic right here. There's magical purple particles. There's always that. I don't know if you would consider that magical though.
Magical bread. I can try magic bread. Use magic bread with... Maybe I can brew something with that, so... I'm gonna try
Possibly.
that. I think I'm going back to digging my hole. I appreciate your time, and I will try to do something with that magical bread. Talking about the hat, since you mentioned it, I found this hat in a cave as I was digging out something. I found this beautiful hat, and the hat told me that I have to pick it up. Oh, you even have a Santa hat on. Very festive. So it told me that I have to come here and put me on and all that stuff, and that I need to bring magic to this place. Do you have any idea on how I could bring magic to this place?
I guess the very easy part would be floating candles. Floating candles would make this area like very atmospheric, but I'm just obsessed with floating candles. The dragon egg, yeah, I was about to say, the dragon egg could bring some sense of magic.
It didn't drop the dragon egg, but I assume that's because of the issue. Yesterday, all the cages were still intact, all the crystals were still up, except the one that I shot down as we originally went in. Alrighty. Well, if you need something, let me know.
Well, thank you for the chat, and I'll talk to you soon.
Alright, see you around. And the last one we made up was EM. And yeah, I don't know if you saw the recording that we had about the hat. I lost it all.
Yeah, I saw that. That's such a bummer.
So the hat talks, you know?
It talks? You should build a wizarding school.
I was thinking about that.
It seems like that's what the hat's telling you.
Yeah. I mean, I have one more thing that I need to test.
Right.
With like a magic wand or something, but yeah, maybe a wizard school is the right thing to build.
Yeah. Does the hat talk to other people or just you?
It did talk to other people before. And well, we pretty much have... That's what I'm working on right now.
Wow.
Getting storage going.
This is large.
It actually is not big enough. I just realized I need to cut in one more of the large sections.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
That's just what we have to do sometimes. It's more all the
Oh my
hoppers
gosh.
and the chests and...
Right. Yeah, that's a
All the
lot of
wood.
iron and
It
wood.
is, yes.
Thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
That is quite the development that we have here. Oh, you like my new robe? Yeah, like I said, I had to re-dye it a little bit because There were some red splatters on. And that's what I did. So now we have purple. But yeah, there was some interesting interactions that we have with our fellow server members. We have to build a wizard school. But before we go further into this thought, I just want to give you a quick little update on the storage system. So pretty much those two silos are 100% completed. So over here we just have all the stone and dirt variants. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them. At least all the main blocks. Now with the deep slate, I did break it down into the tile and brick as well. But of course, slabs and stairs and things like that, we still have to sort in manually. However, on the wood side, because we just have 6 wood types, I was able to get the blocks, the slabs and the stairs in as well. Back here we actually still have a couple empty places. Yes, those two here are still empty, so I can still put something in. I still have to finish everything up with the trapdoors. As you can see over here, I put the trapdoors up. Originally I was planning to just put a wall in front of it, but it was getting too bulky and too cramped in. Even though I would have liked to add a little bit more of texture. But the other good thing is you can open up one of those, you can look into it, and you see, okay, well, this chest is full. So the storage for the smooth stone or for the regular stone is about half full. And then over in this last area here, I started digging out. I started with the ceiling. This one here has to be completely dug down, and then we are just moving everything into this area as well. And then somewhere over here we're going to have a final output chest that all of the unsortable stuff goes in, because currently that is up here and it's a cursed chest. Yeah, you can open it and keep it open apparently. But let's go ahead and dig in our bookcases and find out what wizard school we want to build. There's actually just one that I know, and that's the one that we're going to build. Now there are a lot of different maps available from Hogwarts, but there are also a lot of different variations. If you look at the books and then you compare it to the movies, things are different. Like for example, the boathouse and the books, actually they don't exist. But I ended up deciding on this map here. Up here you can see a picture from one of the movies. So that is the design that we are going to build. And I'm going to put the link for this map into the description, because this page has a lot of very, very good maps. Biltmore in Asheville, Neuschwanstein. Even things like a pirate ship, just if you want to have some reference on how to build something, you can go in here and you can pull up those maps. And I was doing my research for several weeks on all of that to find the right map and everything, but I never actually really bothered to completely measure everything out. I just knew that the width from this building here, I'm going with about 30 blocks, maybe 31. Maybe 30, kind of depends on how I want to do the roof. I still have to figure out a few things. So I put this into Blender to measure out, well, if this one here is 30 blocks, how many blocks is that? And then eventually I made the whole line across. Well, how wide is it? How deep is it? So it ended up to be about 360 by about 350 blocks, and that doesn't even include the walls that we have on the right side. Now, if we are starting from here and we look at this netherrack pillar over there, that is about 200 blocks. So that means I will have to end up in this hill over there. But we have the woodland mansion there. We have striker space there. So that already creates an issue. And then I was starting measuring out in this direction, and if I go 300 blocks in this direction, I'm actually already in the ocean. And again, we have somebody else's space here. So all the work that I did here, cutting everything out, I actually just did for the wood now. But the wood was definitely needed because those storage silos use a lot of wood in a chest and in a hopper. But so I was starting to look around. Well, where else could we go? And I ended up deciding to just go in the other direction and start building over here. So if I build everything on this cliffside, then from this pillar here to this pillar over there is about 360 blocks. Additionally, I prefer this lake here. Now, a lot of things are going to be built above the lake, but it's going to be some manual landscaping anyways. But this lake here just looks more like a loch that you would have in the Scottish Highlands. It is deeper, it has sharper cliffs. So definitely something that I can make look nicer. Now the problem is the lake is extremely wide in this direction here. It actually is an ocean. So maybe we kind of have to partition the lake off to kind of give this feeling from the train station when they all go into the boats to go over to Hogwarts. And then also in this direction here, we have more than plenty of space. We may have some villages that need to be relocated, but in general, everything is fairly good terrain for me to build. So I'm not in anybody's way. I have plenty of space in all directions. So that's where we are going to build our mega base. But before we do that, we still have a few more things that we have to complete. As you can see, our trading hall still is missing a lot of things. So let's go ahead and build a couple more of the fronts. So while I would love to start building on Hogwarts, get the outline done, I just have to do a few other things first. Well, first of all, it would be probably our third time-lapse video for this episode. And also we need those here. We need shulker boxes so that we can bring our material to the job site and don't have to go around all the time. And additionally, if I'm getting enough of them, not die here. If I get enough of them, then I also can start selling some and get some diamonds back in, because we are going to need a good amount of diamonds. There is some material that we don't want to mine, that we just want to be able to go out and buy whenever we need it. Additionally, also thought it would be good, you know, so I can get my 3 or 4 spare elytras. And as you can see, I'm currently 8,000 blocks out. And so far, I was able to get 1 spare elytra. Yeah, if you're watching any of the other members on the server, you may saw that Brad is giving out a lot of free elytras to everybody so that he can sell his mending books. So that means he went out and pretty much grazed off a lot of the end cities that I already went. But I hope now that we are 10,000 blocks out, I can actually start finding some. I have to say, those towers here with the new way to duplicate shulkers you're getting way more shulker shells out of it than what we did before. That wasn't smart. Well, that's why we have some backup gear here. So we got everything recovered. I think I'm going to finish up this city and then we are heading back home to our base. So we made it back without dying, and luckily I found the return portal about halfway through, so we could save up a little bit on rockets. And actually we had 2 return portals right next to each other, so while I was looking for about 6,000 blocks length for any return portal, I couldn't find a single one, and then all of them show up at the same time. Now, once I came back, I decided to set up a little shop, and since we already have the trading hall here and I did this little nook in the front, I was like, well, instead of just putting some decorative stuff up, why not just use it as a little pop-up shop? Because I'm not even sure if I mentioned that, but we have, well, behind this hill we have the Woodland Mansion, and the Woodland Mansion is our plan to convert into a mall so that everybody from this area can sell everything over there. However, until we are ready for that, I decided to put a little store right here, and we are selling our shulker boxes, enchanted elytra, and we have the ender chests. So I got a few ender chests. I'm selling them for 3 diamonds each, something that a lot of people need, especially early on. And if not, I find plenty of spaces to drop all of them in. Then I got plenty of spare elytras now, so I decided, since we have the books, I just go ahead and put Unbreaking 3 and Mending on them and sell them for 11 diamonds per elytra. And if I don't sell them, we all know that Yeti likes to die a lot, so he is most likely going to run through a lot of elytras because he is losing them. So those sales are pretty much guaranteed. And over here we have our shulker boxes, and for them I'm actually charging 3 diamonds for 1 box, and if you need a lot of boxes you can get 5 boxes for 12 diamonds, so you get 1 free. And in case you're worried about me running out of shulker boxes anytime soon, you can see we have more than plenty, so we still have 2.5 stacks in here that I can craft, and everything over there is ready. Oh no. You go away. You go away. Yes, there's an unlit portion back here. But yeah, as you can see, I started digging out this one here. So in between episodes, I will go ahead and dig everything down and try to get all of the chests and the hoppers and everything in. So maybe next episode, we can make everything look a little bit nicer in here. And then of course, we are going to get started on Hogwarts to at least get the outlines done, so we know how big our building is going to be. Well, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much to all of the subscribers for bringing me up to already 500 subscribers. Never thought I would achieve that in 2021. And everyone, Happy New Year and a good 2022. Thank you and goodbye.